Monday nights, we live. UNFL season. That's right. Snap decision. You already know what it is. Yeah. Snap decision, yeah, we call it how we see it. UFL talk, yeah, you know we never keep it secret. Styling to the heart, yeah, we break it all down. Monday night, turn it up, yeah, we run this town.
It still makes me laugh. Just how it just was.
Cuts off kind of
Abrupt
abruptly.
ending.
It, it does. I have not had time to fix it yet. I mean, we still got a lot. We still got a lot of stuff to do, guys. You know, our logo and stuff like that.
Mm.
But happy Monday. Happy Monday,
Happy
everyone.
Happy
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. It's-
It's Monday for sure. You can tell we look all like we're struggling. We're all the struggle
Yeah,
bus today.
for
Oh
sure.
Lord.
For sure.
I mean, those games didn't help, with the struggle bus because I don't know. Every weekend has been surprising me, but
You know, we're halfway done with the season already. Like, how crazy is that?
that's insane. That is insane. It's
Yeah,
even weirder when you don't have a team already halfway through. Like, why does it seem faster?
I know. Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean,
hey,
I have a team.
oh, we know.
And we are doing excellent, by the way.
Are you? Are you? Haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you haven't noticed. I'm sure someone else haven't noticed either.
Look,
Oh, guilty? Are you guilty?
no, 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 no. Let's get this straight
Are you
first
guilty
because
right now?
I think you get confused with who I support and stupidity on who I pick for like who's gonna win a game or something. Look, I may support, like, I may say I'm choosing to back Arlington, but I'm not stupid on what games should be. Because I told you when you asked me who are you gonna pick when DC and Arlington and Dallas play, and I said I don't know because I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna play. And this past week it proved enough for me. I have no loyalties. I have no loyalties. I just said I was gonna back them because that's where my next favorite fan base is. So
I
that's
mean,
it.
it so
I
happens you
have no
with a
loyalty to
next trip
one
today
team.
too.
Well, I would have worn Orlando Storm, but they lost, so they don't get to. I'm not donning the orange right now. They need to do
You
better.
didn't wear a shirt the last 2 weeks either.
It's because I wore other shirts. I wore a Columbus shirt. I wore a Brahma shirt. I wore
Well, you
anything.
wore a
But yeah,
Columbus shirt after they beat Dallas.
yes, I did.
Yeah.
I sure did. I wore. Oh, you weren't on the show. That's why.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
wore a
you need to
Navy
you were
wear.
on the
shirt.
show, so that's why.
I,
Yeah.
I I honestly would have preferred you to wear a King shirt today.
Well, I don't have that one yet. I would have though.
Oh, I'm sure, I'm
I would
sure, I'm sure
have.
you don't have that one yet.
I would no, not yet. There's a couple, and I decided, I may have to end up buying all the shirts anyways, even though there's teams that I don't want to buy, just because I don't know who's going to end up at this point. Like things are just so crazy. We can get into that because these games are just wild. Like how they're every week you think a team is on point, and then the following week, like what the heck? Like are
Yeah.
we back to week one again? So it's like you don't know who's going to be there at this point. So yes, I'm saying defenders, okay, they did great this past week.
Well, I mean, let's get into it. That was the first game of the week. So you had the
Right.
defenders against the new quarterbacked Birmingham Stallions,
Hmm.
Yeah, DTR.
and dude, I'll tell you, I was impressed by him. He had two interceptions, a couple bad throws. You're
Uh-huh.
gonna get that, like being with the team for 5 days before you play a game. But other than that,
Not
like
just
he
a
looked
game.
good. Do what?
I said not just a game. He going against a great team too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
not
exactly. The
That's not a good way to
best team
ease
in
in
the
a
league.
quarterback.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Yeah, trial by fire.
I
Here you
don't
go.
know. I feel like just throwing it to the wolves, like here, now you're gonna get a taste of what top talent looks like,
That's
how
true.
you gonna play against it. I mean, that's how I would see it at least. Like
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
he
I guess
gonna
it depends on how you look at it. Like, if you're looking at it that
Wimmer
way,
Smith?
you're right. Like, you just got to get in there and do what you got to do. But if you're looking at it from the other side, it's like, oh yeah, you came in at the bad time for you and as a fresh quarterback, but a good time for DC because they was throwing everything at him. It was like, man,
Yeah. But, like I said, he moved the ball really well. He had, I
Yeah.
mean, he had some nice crisp passes. For the most part, like he was kind of in sync with the receivers. Like it was
scripted
night and day
plays.
from the quarterbacks that Birmingham was playing before that. So
The scripted
Yeah, I
plays look
think
good.
yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see once he has more time with the team to connect a whole lot more and get their groove on because I think that's what we're seeing the most is now at week 5, like halfway through, like the teams that we least expected that were doing terrible are now finally pieces are starting to fall in place.
yeah,
Like I wasn't expecting that from Louisville at all. That's we'll
not
get to
at
that.
all.
But I was just very surprised by
Yeah,
the teams that were at the bottom are just like they're like clawing their way back up
yeah. I mean,
or
then
up for the first time.
you wouldn't expect. I mean, you say like the same situation like DTR. Like you got a new quarterback coming in and it just looks different. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta take it how you could get it.
Well, what was the next game? That was what?
The next game was the St.
Oh,
Louis and
Battle
Orlando.
God. Oh, God, what the heck? Okay, I need to talk about this because I like during this game, we were all at least messaging, and it was just mind blowing to me to see Beck so nonchalant. He did like I expected his face to look very similar to McCarron's the week before with how they were
Yeah,
playing. Like even in
yeah.
going to the half, like when he talked to like when they talked to him, I was like, bro, like where's your like I don't like where is it at? Where's your team? Like what is going on? What are you doing to our boys?
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of stayed calm and was just like, yeah, well, they even asked him, like, what are you going to do to fire up your guys or whatever? And he's just like, I'm not really going to go yell at them. I'm just going to tell them, kind of got to do better. And it was real surprising to hear that from him because, usually he is kind of a little more fiery on the sidelines.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I almost feel like, okay, this is just me in my conspiracy theories, but what if he is just like letting them win because of what he did? Like he up and left them. Like I'm just gonna let them win, let them have this one under their belt. But the next time we meet again, I don't know. I mean, the team just looked terrible. Like I just was not what I from a
I'll tell you,
4-0.
both coaches did in that fourth quarter. Both coaches acted like neither one wanted to win the game because I mean,
And
both
Frost
of them
didn't even look too good anyway.
he didn't. But I mean, you had obviously I think the big play. Well, the big play was the penalty, the late hit out of bounds that
That was terrible.
Why?
That was
I
disgusting.
will. Even his coach like pulled it. Like one of the coaches like, "What are you doing?" Even one of the players was like, "What are you doing, man? Like what the heck?"
like it was almost like he didn't know that he was out of bounds, but how could you not? Because it was
He was standing
obvious.
still.
Well, even the whistle blew.
He was standing still.
Yeah.
He was on the white lines. I have no idea.
That was super
And then
late.
he was ejected.
Ejected, but still
St.
running
Louis
around on the
never gets
sidelines.
ejected. Ejected. Just ejected from playing the game, not from the stadium, because St. Louis gets past
He
it.
was in timeout. That's what you call it, timeout.
That's not what they. He should have been
That was
ejected.
timeout.
Like they should have been
Because
ejected. at the
ejected is you going to the locker room. Go hit the
Yeah.
showers.
That's what they said, though. They were
saying.
saying he was ejected
Yeah.
from the game.
He was ejected. I mean,
If he's
But-
ejected from the game, as the rules read, he's supposed to leave the playing surface.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Not
they
even
didn't
just
say
off the
timeout.
field. Completely
now
back in the
got it.
locker room.
Hit
they
the shower.
they
Back
did
in the
say
locker
they
room.
did say ejected, right? They did not say disqualified.
No. Ejected.
Like because disqualified is you just can't go back in the game, but you can kind of walk around the sidelines.
Okay,
Right.
I don't
I'm
ever
pretty
remember
sure. I'm
hearing
pretty sure they said
disqualified.
ejected.
But okay, here's where I don't remember them saying disqualified, but I remember them saying ejected, but they were also saying he should be ejected from the game, not that he was. So I don't know if
No,
maybe that was the difference.
So the announcers, when it happened, were like, "Oh no, he should be ejected," and they came right away. The ref came on and said, "No, personal foul, whatever, number 2, whatever he was, has been ejected from the game." Like it was, 10 seconds after the hit, they called it. So I mean, that was a quick review and kicked him out of the game.
Oh,
But then again, they
was
show him
needed.
walking up and down the sidelines.
I mean, we have seen that before.
Yes, we've seen that before. Yes.
So I don't know, but that game
Yeah,
really just surprised me.
It said according to what they wrote up on the site, it says he was ejected.
Yeah.
So not disqualified, he was ejected. So he should have been. He should have been
in the showers.
On the field, yeah.
Yep.
But but after that, Orlando, comes back, and they had a chance. I don't know what was going on. Like
he beat
they were
himself.
just lackadaisical down the field, and
that tore me up. I was like, "Come on, man! No sense of urgency,
none at all." But yeah,
not what I was used to seeing.
Orlando absolutely had a chance to pull that game out, but I don't. Neither one wanted it. Second half just like meh, whatever.
How did you like hearing AJ screaming the entire time? All his plays. Oh, I was like, God, could they show somebody else already? Look, little man needs to get off.
I do like
so
though
tired of it.
that he's not. I'm gonna use my remote as like their walkie. He is actually holding it away from his face a little bit instead of like the first couple weeks. He was like talking with it right like this. And if you've ever used a walkie-talkie, hearing somebody who has it right up against their mouth, it is like miserable to hear. So I'm glad he's kind of pulled it away a little bit.
Maybe he heard himself. He heard how he sounded in the first couple of games.
I think for OCs and when they call in plays, especially through a walkie, like I know a lot of OCs that they use the play card to cover their face because obviously they don't want to, them to read their lips on the play call. But I can see him putting the walkie on his face in front of his face, calling the plays. But it's kind of like,
does it matter if you can read the lips if you're freaking mic'd the whole time?
No and yeah. I mean, I don't think it matters. I mean, it matters if somebody can read your lips, yes, in general. But the players on the defense can't. They're not watching TV to hear the play call.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's just practice.
Or they're like not listening for the next game for future, like to hear just different plays.
Oh, they're going back and listening.
They're gonna change that plays.
Watching these games, they change a little bit, but they look for patterns. But yeah.
What's that?
Because of the time constraints and everything, most of these guys have about 6-7 basic plays. All they do is change up options. Receiver 1 may run a hook or, a deep route, whatever. But look at the patterns. They're all there. It's all about trying to take advantage of defensive mismatches more than trying to run fancy schemes because they don't have time to learn all these fancy schemes and everything. They've got time to learn a playbook that's about the size of a Denny's menu, and that's about it. So, yes. Bobble him, Tim. We'll be seeing a bunch of that in about a month, by the way. So, but yes, again, I get what you guys are saying. But no, it's more about mismatches than having, these fancy complex plays because really AJ, would he really be coming up with fancy, crazy plays? He's probably stealing some from the playbooks that he's seen in the past. This is his first attempt at head coach, and I'm sure he's not trying to overcomplicate things by,
Well, I mean, he's not
kind of
head coach.
reinventing the
He's
wheel.
OC.
Yeah, OC.
Yeah, which he's. I mean,
Yeah.
he's ran before.
I
Wrong AJ.
what's his name?
Oh, you're talking about McCarron. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
wrong
No,
AJ.
Karen, yeah.
Well, we're
Yeah,
talking about the
McCarron.
Battlehawks, though.
Yeah. hmm Well, I'm just saying in
Yeah.
general. I'm using him as an example. Okay. Prohl would have some more experience, but again, how much time do you actually have with your team to be able to start implementing? You might possibly sneak in one or two crazy plays that other people aren't going to have seen, right? But you don't. No doubt, right? Nobody'd expect that. You don't have enough time to draw these plays up and run them in practice, and have enough time to run them in practice to be able to determine their effectiveness out on the field, right? At least in preseason, because you've got 2 weeks of preseason.
Yeah.
At that point, what you're more worried about is establishing the chemistry of the team between the receivers, quarterbacks, your different defensive players, things like that. You're not trying to overcomplicate things.
You'll see them. They'll add more and more as the season goes on. Like you said, as they get more comfortable, they'll take their basic plays, their basic schemes and stuff, and kind of add little wrinkles to them. And I mean, every team does that as you go on. They're like, okay, what has worked for us? What hasn't? All right, well, what if we do this on this play? So
Yeah.
Well,
Right. Again, running different routes and stuff, but it's still the same basic formation. You might have trips right. You might have, twins. You might have 2 tight end option, different things like that. So you're still going to have the same basic formations. It's not going to be anything super crazy.
4 wide, with 5 wide.
I did want to mention for that St. Louis game,
but
our boy Jordan Williams led the team in tackles.
I'm not surprised with that. And Mosley had a good game too.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Both of the Jordans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I caught the play on my camera and I sent it to him. I was like, even though he knows. I tell him, I did.
Sure. I know, I'm sure.
And I tell him the same thing too. You can ask Renee. I tell him, look, have a good game, but I'm sorry, I'm going for Orlando. I've always told him. I always tell him, have a good game, but I'm going for the other team. Sorry. I don't lie.
He the ops. He the ops right now. Wish him the best though, but
he got me wearing blue for him. Anywho, next game was even more surprising. Aviators and Gamblers. Let me tell you what, them Gamblers fans got lots to say. Lots to say in the comments, but they don't show. They got lots to say in the comments, but don't show up when it really counts to plead their case live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where the Houston fans at?
They're not happy with the power rankings. They still like to compare it to standings, or they don't understand how they're still so low.
We had this week.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
This week we had Birmingham ranked above Houston, even though Houston won the game and Birmingham lost. But like I've explained to the people who have asked, look at the games that were played. Birmingham played the best team in the league with a brand new quarterback and played pretty decent. Had a pretty decent game. Houston played the worst team in the league, and honestly, Houston had no business winning that game. I mean, Columbus just absolutely choked. Like, how do you get the ball? How do you get the ball at the half-yard line and get 0 points on that drive? Jay,
I like the hand raising this season.
May I interject something here?
Please do.
For the Houston fans that are wondering about why things are rated the way they are, let's look at just the quarterback play alone.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Birmingham's quarterback, who's brand new to the program, 28 of 43, 313 yards, 2 tutties, 1 interception, 82.8 quarterback rating. Let's look at your Nolan Henderson, who's been there for a minute or two. 13 of 25, 146, 0-0 for a quarterback rating of 69.8. There's your explanation right there, folks. You guys played a decent team in the Columbus Aviators, but you had a completion rating of 52%. You know, you can't say that your team is better than a quarterback who comes in with a 65% completion rating on a brand new team. Okay, not even talking about points or anything like that. And this is against arguably one of the best defenses in the league, if not the best defense in the league. So there's your explanation right there. Again, this is power rankings. This is not standings.
Exactly.
As explained every week. We have
As
to
explained every day, every comment
week.
that doesn't like it. But I mean,
How are
but
they
oh my
winning?
God,
How are they at this?
Columbus, you should have had that game. One, all right.
Boy.
Let's just you know,
Where's he at, Mike?
The Columbus missed an extra point and then missed a gimme field goal, which I don't know if y'all saw that. This has happened a few times over the last couple of weeks, and even happened to Houston. There have been some kicks that have been over the upright that they have counted as not good. But they've looked, I don't know, the views that I've seen, they look like they could have been inside the upright. And it happened to Houston about 3 weeks ago on the replay. It looked like it was inside the upright. It happened to Columbus on their field goal, and then it happened to somebody else this week, and I don't remember who. But again, it was and maybe these kickers have to adjust. You know, if you're kicking from a 25-yard field goal, don't kick the crap out of the ball so you're going above the – kick it between the uprights, you know. So, I mean, don't even give the refs a chance to.
No,
but, I mean, I don't know. These have been really, really close. And, again, the Houston one, I'm pretty sure that was inside the uprights. And a couple of these others looked like they might have been as well. I've never heard anybody talk about reviewing them or anything like that. But, you know, maybe you got to get that the sky cam and take a look at these field goals, you know, where they're actually crossing the line at.
I mean, I guess that's
what happened to the
I was
drone?
about to say that maybe that's where the drone comes in. Even though I hate the drone, maybe that's where it's going to help.
Yeah, that's I haven't seen the drone since like week 2 or week 3. I just realized it this weekend that it wasn't gone. Yeah, you could hear it buzzing all around the field, and it's not there anymore. Yeah, but I mean something.
Maybe they were trying to take pictures of all the Houston fans in the stands.
A one-shotter.
Yeah, like 20 fans.
I'm sorry.
Dang.
20 fans.
And I was
then 8,000. What did I say? 20 fans and 5,000.
I was asked not to bring up attendance.
That's craziness. That is wild to put that out there in your stadium to look like that. Like what?
But
what?
And I don't have the numbers, so I want to make sure so I can put two arguments to bed this week, right? About the Houston ratings and about fan attendance. Fan attendance is important, but so is viewership. I don't have the numbers of viewership for this game. Haven't had a chance to look for it. Obviously, was dealing with some stuff earlier.
I don't think they released them until like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, so 8,500 tickets distributed, and you've got about 2,000 people in the stands. Yeah, it looks, kind of crappy on TV. But if people are still watching, does it really matter?
That's what I said.
Because there's just as much money coming from TV revenue.
That's why a lot of the fan experience has changed, because that's what we were talking kind of like that first game where it's more like during your breaks, it's more sponsored commercials that are happening that you're watching in the stadium. I feel like it's a whole lot more viewership. Like we're more focused on people actually watching and liking it and maybe buying into it before filling up a stadium. But I don't know. Because, I mean, those were like... Go ahead.
It worked for the USFL. The USFL was making money, and they had nobody in the stands. They had like 12 people in the stands, and half of those people were there because they were equipment managers and whatever.
The Water
You know?
Boys. Go sit down
So
over there. Cool.
yeah, like yeah, hey, just go sit up there. Like you don't sit down here with the team. You're just the hydration technician. You
Even
go
when
up in
you
the
watching,
stands, right?
even when you watching the games that has like minimal fans there, that when you watch it on TV, the angles in the camera rarely ever try. I see that they rarely ever try to hit the stands, but when you watching
Yeah.
a game
And
like
there's a reason
St.
for that. And
Louis, DC,
it,
Louisville, like they in the stands.
yeah. But I do think
Yeah, you don't have a choice in St.
think,
Louis because of the camera angles.
obviously,
yeah,
long run, the league's going to get its money from TV viewership, from sponsorship, stuff like that. The fan attendance is very minimal as far as revenue streams, but I do think there is something to be said for having a large crowd that's engaged on a broadcast. There's just when a team makes a fantastic third down play, there's just something special about hearing the roar of the crowd come in. So you lose a little bit of that when you only have 1,500 people at a game.
Come on, Mike. Come on. I disagree with that.
you know what, Jay? You know what? Maybe getting into a little TTF stuff here, but we did talk about that a lot. That USFL was kind of shady with the way they were reporting stuff, back in the day. So, we never got a good idea
TV
of
numbers, attendance,
all their stuff. So, but again, like I love hearing the crowd on the broadcast, and not not fake crowd noises that that they pipe into the broadcast and stuff. Like you hear like actual reaction, and there's just something to be said if you're missing that in a game. Does it take away from the game? No, but it does add a little extra something to it.
I feel like it adds that excitement for somebody watching, like, oh, that sounds like fun. Like that looks like fun.
Exactly.
Maybe I want to go to something like that.
Like if you're, again, I'm gonna use a third down. Like if you're at, third down play and you've got the crowd screaming and yelling,
cameras in reverse.
I mean, at least me, even watching from the house, like I'm kind of a little more excited. Like, all right, come on. So,
but you're talking about engagement, and what Jackie just said is kind of the key, right? The fan noise would encourage people to actually come to the game. Hey, man, that sounds like fun, especially for the casual fan who is not necessarily interested in spending the money to go to this game because it's, amateur football. It's whatever you want to call it. Hearing that raucous crowd is going to make people think, man, I could have been at that game. I'm sitting here at the house watching this, and I could be there experiencing it. So yeah, you're right. It does play something into the ambiance, if you will.
Yeah.
But we all know the money's coming from the viewership. The fan attendance is more kind of icing on the cake, right?
Yeah.
And I think the league has kind of made it more apparent with the halftime, well, not the halftime entertainment, but like the TV media breaks and the things like that, the things that normally go on at the games where you would see people doing the hamburger stack thing and whatever else, and those things just aren't there, or they're not the same anymore, right? It's again because they're catering more to the viewership crowd, which is fine. I mean, the league's entitled to make their money however they want to make their money. It's their business. But again, just to settle the argument that, 2,000 people showed up. Fine, take your shots. But that's like the folding money of the UFL. That ain't the paying the bills money,
That's some pocket cash right there.
Yeah, gonna need some walking cash.
Pocket cash. Well, let's talk about this last game because let me tell you what.
The surprise,
I feel
the biggest surprise.
Do we have
of the
to?
week.
I feel like Dallas just went. They were like this, and like they literally like the week after week, like the playing has just been. What is going? I bet you that I literally told you. I bet you they didn't get rid of Bettis.
BTA?
I know. Yeah. BTA.
Also, what does that mean?
Man, look,
Your
you know
military
exactly what
acronym.
that means. You know exactly
Yeah,
what
I
that
do.
means.
I literally have no
ATB. ATB. That's what that means. Till it's
ATB,
ATV.
backwards. Till it's
Ass to
backwards.
belt.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
BTA. Like, why would you put your ass to the belt? You're supposed to put the belt to the
Hey,
ass.
you know what? Hey,
Y'all,
hey, whatever you're into, you know.
That's like
y'all
that's like
so
putting the bread on the
Y'all
Lego.
freak.
It's
y'all
a
so
Right?
family
old.
show.
Y'all so old. The
You-
saying is,
you-
I'm gonna keep saying it until it's backwards. That's what I'm saying.
You-
That's y'all so old.
You're gonna
Man.
you're gonna put the bread on the mayo,
You
right?
keep saying it till it's backwards. ATB, BTA. Come on, guys. Catch up. Catch up.
Keep saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You
Now we're talking
bed,
about
it's
catching.
bedtime. Get your blanket. Get your binky. It's
Keep saying
bedtime.
it till it's
You're
backwards.
gonna put the plate on the hamburger and fries.
You keep saying it till it's backwards. ATB, guys.
Okay, that's
But
not
anywho,
at all what I
anywho,
said. Just
anywho,
Yes, they
anywho,
got spanked. They got
they got
spanked. Like
spanked with no
yeah,
clothes
like
on. Old
How is
fashioned, the
it?
old fashioned.
How is
the
it
old fashioned
that
way. They had to go get their own
you're
switch.
no?
Louisville
No,
said,
they should
"Go
have.
get your own switch.
Go get the
They
switch.
should
Just
have
go get it.
with
Just go get it.
with the
Go
production in
pick it
that
up
game.
now."
They didn't get their own switch. They went and got like a straw or
Oh my
something because they
god.
couldn't even get that
I
shit
know.
right.
Oh my god. And
How
you
do
know
you
what?
have?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how do you have your running back with a higher quarterback rating
Oh
than
my
your
god.
quarterback?
Yeah.
That's insane. You
Like in
know?
literally the first two quarters, like interception after interception. I'm like, what is going on here? This is like Freaky Friday or something. Like, I don't. What is happening with Dallas? Like they're just literally crumbling right before my eyes. Like this is not what I saw week one to
Yeah,
now.
and
It's like a
not
complete
just
reverse.
not just the 4 interceptions that Reed had, you know, in the regular field. He had 2 more on point after attempts that didn't count in the standings. So
Yeah.
that
So-
man, he had 14 completions to his team. He had 6 completions to the other team total.
Yeah. Yeah. that
Yeah,
was
that's
nice.
not the way you're supposed to do things.
No.
Just saying.
I mean,
But
when
I
they
will
say
say,
share the wealth, that's not what they mean. You know, you don't.
I will
You
say
know,
a shout out to Louisville Ponies on tour because they showed up in a little.
yeah, they
They
did.
had their own
They
little.
did.
They had a whole
I
little
saw that
section
all
of
the
just
crowds that they were
king, the
wearing, and
crowds. They
you
look
know what?
dope. I was like, okay, look
I'll
at
tell you,
crowds in
I've
green.
been impressed with Louisville, kind of their attendance in the games, and yeah, just seeing this, they look like they're having fun, which is great. So
I'm gonna have to reach out to this bro. Like, what? I heard something happen.
Oh, Marco catching shade, huh? I want to see the highlights of this play.
we're gonna need an explanation of that, yeah. But
Yeah.
I can see an
I mean,
uptick in
Chandler
fans,
Rogers,
man.
you know, obviously, you know, Louisville traded Bean Dip to DC,
You see?
and Chandler Rogers came in, made his first start, and I mean,
Not bad.
was very effective. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I'd say.
13 of 18 for 150 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but
I am.
he controlled kind of the game, and he was, you know, I mean, let him down the field. Now, of course, 2 of those, you know, some of those points came back from pick sixes, but you know, yeah, played a real good game. Rushing was really good, dude. Ian Wheeler,
That was a
4
hard game to
touchdowns.
watch.
Ian Willis was going crazy.
touchdowns. So I bet you
That
he's
was a
going to be
hard
the
game to
offensive
watch.
player of the week, or he should
For
be.
sure. He should be.
They'll probably give it to, you know, somebody who like scored no touchdowns again, but
Well,
I
then
thought you were saying Marco was supposed to be player of the week.
no.
he is having to be ushered out with Twisted Tea. Yeah, we don't trust him.
Or it might not be he isn't a leader, or maybe it's just that he ain't got it and he needs more coaching. Maybe that's what it is. And he's with a good coaching staff. Tayamu Fred Cross is a good OC. So Cross is a good OC. So maybe that's just what it is. He needs to be with a better be in a better system.
Yeah.
That is true.
Could be.
Whoa. I don't like
He
So-
might not even see the field, honestly,
Here's-
unless Tiamo get hurt.
Here's where the SAJ answer comes in, right? We'll just have to kind of wait and see how it all pans out, and see where he winds up.
Oh, good. Well, here's the infamous power rankings since we just went over the games. Go ahead. I mean, is there much more to talk about like
I
what
mean,
we already have?
this is the wrong one. This is week 5. This is last week's.
Oh, man.
Oops.
Wah,
Oops.
wah, wah.
Party foul.
Why do I have so
But-
many?
Number one's still the
Fumbled,
same,
much
though. It
like
don't
Marco
matter.
fumbled down
Number
the
one's the
stairs.
same. So you know what?
Yeah, number one is
I know we
same.
already talked about the Columbus game, but I thought of something that while I was watching the game, I wanted to bring it up. Did y'all notice? Obviously, they've got the coordinators mic'd up and stuff like that. I think the Columbus defensive coordinator gave his mic to somebody else because they kept showing him on the sidelines, and you would see him talking, but nothing was coming through. And then there was one time where it was him and one of the other defensive coaches, and you heard talking, and it was the other defensive coach that you heard. So I think he passed his mic off to somebody else because he didn't want the broadcast to hear what he was saying.
Could be.
Could be. I mean, there could be some shenanigans like that going on.
Not
You
the
know?
shenanigans.
Yes. Well, and it always makes me wonder if you have a broadcast, that is tapping into what
Had a winner.
OCs and DCs are saying and whatever. I know it's a 30-second delay, but what is preventing these teams from watching, or trying to catch that broadcast and look for those patterns like we were talking about before, right?
There's rules against that because even like in the NFL, you'll see the games up on the TVs like where the coordinators are at in the booths, but they're not allowed to have the sound on.
Yeah. Well, I wait. Say that one more time because I hear the coordinators calling the plays from the box.
Yeah,
Right,
sometimes I
but
do.
as far as like the other team listening, watching the broadcast, hearing what the other team is calling.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
So, yeah,
I do like when they
who's
get
to
really
stop?
mad and they start throwing their,
yeah.
that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Well,
That's
unfortunately,
Week 6.
I've seen that in person at some high school games. It gets pretty crazy.
So they mad because Houston is below Birmingham. Is that the reason?
Yeah. So, and the reason I explained is the thing. One, Houston played a terrible game and still won to a team that played even worse. The team that really should have won that game, but just decided they wanted to, not score touchdowns. Birmingham played good against the best team in the league. Again, I'm not really looking at what, we beat Birmingham week 2. Again, these are power rankings. What happens this week is the most important thing. And then, less important weeks on from there. This is a whole new Birmingham team with a brand new quarterback. So what happened the weeks before really don't matter. So they're kind of starting over for me for this, and they look good. Dallas, Dallas dropping all the way to 5 is, they've played terrible the last 3 weeks, and we're lucky to get a win week 3, the first time they played Columbus. And then, losing to Columbus and then Louisville. I'm not even losing. They got dog walked by Louisville. So,
Would that be
TB.
walk dogged?
they got walked dog.
Yeah,
by
they got
Louisville.
walked.
They got walked all over that dog.
Walk dog and ATB.
Yeah.
All of it.
Obviously, DC number 1, St. Louis, Orlando.
KTL.
I still think Orlando is a better team than St. Louis. I think most of the time, like most games that they play, I think Orlando will win more than St. Louis would. But hey,
Yeah.
St. Louis won this week, so they catch the tiebreaker.
There you have it, guys. Power rankings explained by BD himself.
But the pushback is all coming from people who looks at the standings, man. That's
Yeah.
where the pushback come from.
I
Because if you
literally
look at the standings compared to our power rankings, people be like, "Wait, why you got this there and that there?" Da, 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 da. Like I'm like, because y'all looking at the standings. It's not. Yeah.
yes,
They're not
I
the
literally
same.
thought, yeah, they're not. And I literally thought, okay, maybe this coming week I'll post our standings next to UFL's power or their standings with our power rankings so they can see the difference. They have it going based off of wins. We are
Yep.
not going based off of wins. We're going
Mhm.
based off of playing,
Yeah.
how they played week
We're
after
going
week.
based off of recent play, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Week after week. So I still think at the end our two top teams will probably be hopefully the ones
But
that make
I
it.
don't understand the confusion because that's literally how every power ranking is. You know, all leagues that do power rankings, all things, that is how it is. It's not the standings, it is how well is the team playing at this moment.
Mhm.
Problem is the supporting facts to go along with it. How far back do you go with that supporting data? Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks? Is it the entire season? Is it right? And ours, it's really the most recent week with a little bit of influence on the week or two prior,
Yeah.
and at the very end, um, the
Facts. DC and everybody else.
the rest of the weeks,
You know,
right?
DJ, is that your burner account that are you just like typing on the side, you know?
No, that is not no. But
That's I
we
mean,
actually,
you say that every week, so
that's not me.
All right,
Why would that
calm
be
down,
me?
calm down.
I'm literally here watching y'all. Like
Take it easy. Take it easy
Exactly.
there,
You're
Kevin
watching
Durant.
and you're typing on your burner account.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
doing any of
type
that.
it on the
My
burner
phone,
account.
I don't
just
have
to-
my
Y'all
phone
are
right now.
wild. Y'all are
That's
All right.
wild.
They hating Tisdale. They hating.
No,
Oh
what
my
what
God.
what's wild is that power rankings. Don't you understand? That St. Louis should be at the top. Whatever.
You got me.
I
All
did
you
not
have
say
to
that.
do is
I
say,
promise I ain't say I got myself.
Your hands come up after the message was sent. I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
Okay, send something, UFL Tisdale. Send something.
oh my gosh. Well, look at this mess. It's a hot mess. All the
Yep.
X's.
There's a
Doesn't that
whole
look
lot of red on
terrible?
that. My
We had a
gosh.
terrible week. Yeah, this was a terrible week. That's
Oh,
what I'm
y'all had
saying.
a
Like,
terrible week.
oh
That's
my God, because you
terrible.
got one extra.
I got one. I got the one no one else picked.
Look, even Tim saw it, man. Right there.
It's coming. Is this coming? It's coming.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Watch him
saying.
not message.
Don't leave me
Casey.
hanging, UFL Tisdale. Don't leave me hanging.
All of a sudden now there's no
hanging.
messages from this UFL Tisdale
Yeah,
character.
Don't leave me
exactly.
hanging.
DC defenders, it's everybody.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so BD caught a lucky break, got one right the rest of us didn't get. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Whoa,
Thank you, DJ.
we're
What
not
are you
sharing
typing
that
with?
comment.
What are you typing
We're
with,
not
DJ?
sharing that comment.
What?
Let's just say UFL Tisdale kind of made it known that he is out there.
I'll show that comment. I don't care. Hands are up. What were you
Free?
typing with, DJ?
That's true. That's true. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, so moving on, here we are now with our current standings. BD is still in the lead, followed by Jay. Then look, me, and then
You know what? I can't have both.
James.
I can't have both. It's either I'm winning the power rankings, or my team is winning. Right now, my team is winning.
Oh
So
my God.
I gotta play that card. I got to. It's only
Why
right.
does he sound like
Good job,
Obama
Jackie,
fan?
for having. Good job, Jackie, for having one win over me. Yeah, that's great. Good job. Good job.
Heck yeah, you know
But-
why? Because I'm not emotionally picking.
And but look, I'm picking DC and they winning. They won 4 straight. So
Well,
they're doing all the
I
work.
pick Brahmas all the time, and they got a couple.
and they was losing all the time. That's why you didn't win.
I'm
You
sure
see the
DC
difference?
lost
That's what I was
some.
trying to. That's what I was trying to tell you in the chat. You see the difference?
Anyhow.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
DC
Lauren out
still
of
lost one. They ain't. Good night, Lauren. He said hi and bye.
I do know ball.
Does DJ know ball? I mean, like, hold
No,
on.
DJ over here talking in the third person. Look at that. Look at
Oh
that.
my goodness. Hey, you can't call it. That's all I can say. You can't call it. It is what it is. You know.
Oh,
I'll play the
Lord. All
game,
right.
but if I lose, I lose.
DJ,
You know,
DJ knows ball. He just doesn't know picks.
I got a trophy. I got a trophy still here. Where is it at?
That's old news
Oh,
already.
it's out there in the
Oh, last
trophy case.
season,
It's in a trophy case. It's in a trophy case.
the only one. His little
Yeah,
one.
I enjoy that.
So week 6 is coming up, y'all. These are the games in order of which they're going to be played. I don't know if they're Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. I can't think off the top of my head. If y'all know, then.
I hope. I wish they could go back to primetime games like this. These midday games be killing me because I be coaching.
Well,
Ooh,
this one was a tough call.
Lone Wolf.
I mean, the way they played. I mean,
This
it
one,
was.
this one was tough for me as well. I kind of went back and forth a little bit. So
That's why I was surprised. I honestly thought you and I would probably be more closely matched. And then when I saw battle, I was like, what? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? This
Yeah.
what?
I know what the Battlehawks are capable
I'm gonna be the
of,
one.
but
yeah, there you go.
The way the Kings have become kind of the X factor here, it was a tough call. I had to go with, kind of what my gut was telling me and kind of throw conventional wisdom out the window, because conventional wisdom told me, it's a dead even heat. So I went with what my gut said, and gut said St. Louis.
I have
Probably
a
because the
feeling.
indigestion, it reminded me of St. Louis, and so I went with that.
I have a feeling that all three of you should be a sweep. I have a feeling.
Well, let's see. Game 2, Houston versus Columbus.
Whoa!
No,
Whoa!
another dissension.
Really?
Wow. Okay.
I think this is going to be a bounce back game for the Aviators.
Same.
With the way they got
They're
pumped out.
tired. They're
Yeah.
tired of losing. They're tired of the bullshit. They're tired of the power rankings. They're tired of the standings. They're gonna get it this week. At least this week. That's gonna be their their victory.
Whoa.
Yeah, again, Houston should have lost that game, and I think Columbus knows it, and I think they're going to come out kind of, with a purpose this week.
Hey,
That's
I just think they. I just think that they can't get. I mean, I know that win was. I mean, I can say that was luck, but I just don't think they got it. Like, I don't think they can get it right. I mean, they got the pieces. I honestly think that McClendon haven't been playing that good.
He hasn't. I mean, he leads the league in fumbles. That one he had the other day was terrible.
And a lot of these games has to come down to him putting the team on his back and winning it. He can't do it. He just can't do it. I can't. I don't know. I mean,
I will agree with that, but I also don't think that Houston's quarterback play is that much better, if better at all.
That's true. I think if it comes down to it, I think it'll probably be another low scoring game, and it'd be like maybe Houston win by a field goal. That's what I'm just thinking.
Unless prophecy comes to fruition and Houston actually puts Castronova in, then all bets are off. They put Castronova in.
I want them to, because I want to see. Again, we talked about this. I want to see what Castronova looks like on a 100-yard field. I want to see that.
Yep.
I mean, he's been tearing up arena. I want to see him out there on a legit football field.
Well, he had to have been. He's on Houston.
No,
he's like
Arena.
Well, he played for San Antonio a couple years ago. He played for Albany.
Was he good?
Orlando, was it Orlando that he was with before? I think.
Okay. Why haven't they tried him yet?
He won MVP like 3 years straight for 3 separate teams.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, the cat's legit, man. And obviously, he had to have been tearing it up on some college field somewhere to even catch interest in arena ball, because it wasn't like he was playing for, the lowest of the arena ball organizations, right? Oh heck, I don't know.
I looked it up last week, but I don't remember what it was.
Not impressive.
It was. It
Must be
wasn't. It wasn't a
D2,
big name college.
D2, D3.
It was
Yeah,
like
something like
DeVry
that.
University.
DeVry.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
On,
So,
online
so
football team.
So
the game we've been talking about for
third game.
3 weeks.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
think
a
it's a
sweep.
given.
That better be a sweep. That better. Oh, I'm about to say. You almost try to pause it there. You know better than that. That better be a sweep.
I think this one's a
I'm
given.
not. Look, I told you I support. I'm not stupid. I support Dallas, but I'm not stupid when it comes to picks.
That ain't with my heart. I thought you was gonna pick with your heart. You know.
That's you, bro. Why am I 10-10
This is
right
picking-
now? That's you.
Yeah.
Central University of North Texas. Wow. Okay.
Nah, I think that's made up, man.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Goofy.
You said wow.
Yeah.
All right. So the last game.
This should be a sweep. Orlando all the way through. Ah.
Yep.
There we go.
So we've
I
got
mean,
a
I
little
like
bit
the
of
variety.
disparity. Yeah, we've got some disparity between games 1 and 2,
Yeah.
but 3 and 4 we're all solidly
Which
on the
means
same
probably
page.
Dallas and Birmingham are going to win both those games. You know, as we've had recently.
It's gonna be opposite weekend
Yeah.
every weekend.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
So you know
Knowing our
what?
luck.
I noticed this a couple weeks ago, and then again here. What is with the UFL this year and teams playing each other back-to-back weeks? This
I
is
don't
the
like
third
that.
time that's happened.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And DC don't play Aviators.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't.
I knew there was
At
a
all.
team that didn't play somebody. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yep.
But yeah,
DC
it was
don't
just,
play
the
Aviators.
schedule's so weird. Like back-to-back against the same team is, that's crazy.
I got nothing to say about that.
Well, all I know is they announced championship DC.
Yep.
Who's going? I'm going.
I'll definitely be there.
I'm gonna
glad that
try
they're doing it.
to make it. We'll see.
I'm glad that they're doing it. Wait, DC played Columbus week 2? You sure?
I mean, it is UFC, UFL Tisdale.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
Oh, they
It's
did.
UFC, UFL.
yeah.
So what team
you
was
have,
it that?
you have something.
What team was that? I think DC don't play somebody. I was looking at the schedule.
Birmingham?
No, they just played Birmingham.
Oh, that's right. Man, I don't know.
I mean, did that really count as a game though?
I mean, how do they not play all the teams?
I don't, but I remember when they released the schedule, there was
Well, there was a
one team
discrepancy.
that
The first one was wrong, and then they took it off, and then they released it a second version of the schedule.
yeah.
Yeah, they play everyone once. That's what I thought. I remember that there was some confusion because the first schedule that they had pushed out had teams that were missing, I guess, playing each other, and I guess it was just done wrong.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well,
I know there was 2 versions of it.
I think the fans were expecting the divisional games
Yeah, they're
like we
expecting
had
that.
in the previous year. And so you play your division rivalries, right, twice each. So that's 6 games right there. And then your other 4 is the other division. You play them once. Well, you don't have divisions now, so it's hard to do that. But everybody
I mean, you
should.
kind of do, but kind of don't. Like you can tell some
But-
teams are playing each other back to back and some aren't.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything about like divisions and things like that. It's just more a scheduling thing than anything. So in the past it would have mattered again because of division rivals. And if you only played your division rival once and then the opposite division you played those guys more, yeah, that would look a little bit weird. But in this new format where it's just 8 teams in one division, so to speak, this is just the way things are going to break down.
I like it better
You
though.
know.
Top 4 teams get to go to the playoff.
Yep.
That's cool.
So
I mean, and also,
That's-
I mean, there was a baby announcement today. Well, not even. There was Nuggets dropped by old Rapoli on
Yeah,
possible
yeah.
expansion cities. So
Mhm.
I mean,
that was
he's
something
doing.
to-
He's got the right idea. I think I mean, he's putting bugs in fans' ears because I think that OKC drop was huge because it got a lot of traction just off of that one, that one little announcement. But him saying that list, like all the teams that they looking at, like that's going.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna support Austin or what?
You know what? I already said it. If Austin were to get a team, Jesse and I actually talked
'Cause it's
about it.
what, like an hour away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or hour and a half,
I
depending where
definitely
they
would.
play.
Depending on what side of it.
Well, if they play in
I
O2,
would.
it's going to be at least an hour and a half.
What's the capacity for that stadium?
20 something thousand, give or take, if I remember correctly.
Austin Brahmas.
No, that's okay.
Austin Brahmas?
Austin
That's okay.
Brahmas.
Nope.
Nothing.
We
It'll
gonna,
be
you know what's
something weird.
crazy? We're gonna revisit this in a couple years. You can be like, oh, DJ did say Austin Brahmas. Y'all gotta
Oh
support it.
my god.
Y'all gotta support it. All they're gonna do is they're gonna use the same jerseys on the what is the home, no, the away jerseys. I think it got San Antonio on it. Yeah, the away jerseys, they're just gonna take San Antonio off and then just put Austin. Telling you,
It looks like
same
there's
colors.
same
They
teams,
wouldn't-
some
they
teams
wouldn't
been
do
popping
that.
up.
Okay.
They wouldn't
Louisville
do that.
Kings, they made a couple of moves in the past hour. They re-signed tight end Chris Pierce Jr.
And a tackle or something, right? A lineman.
Yeah, OT John Campbell Jr. The Houston Gamblers signed a wide receiver, Caden Davis. He was
Yeah, they
recently
supposed to be
moved
doing
around.
this in reply to Mike's comment. You know, they try to build up that damn, what's it called? Some derby. What is it called? I think Louisville's playing Birmingham or something, like the horses and some shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Is
well
that
that's
it?
a whole Rapoli thing.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
trying to market
Rapoli
it
got
like
it.
that.
Which, again,
Like a
makes
horse
sense
race?
because of, right. Well, Rapoli's
Okay, when
involvement
is
with
Kentucky Derby?
It's already
sometime
passed.
in June.
This weekend.
I thought it just
No, it's Kentucky Derby's this weekend.
Okay, so then it's
Is it?
whoever Louisville playing this weekend.
Yeah.
They doing a little derby thing, whatever it's called.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
again,
that would make
makes
sense.
sense because of connection.
Yeah, so
So,
he announced Austin, Texas, Salt Lake City, Utah, Omaha, Nebraska, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and possibly
Oh,
NYC.
Derby Classic. The Derby Classic. That's what it's called. St. Louis
Yeah.
versus Louisville.
That'll
I
be
guess that
interesting.
makes sense because Rapoli's so big into like horse racing and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean he owns a
like,
couple.
just
of
said
stuff.
that, but okay.
I was looking at the schedule.
Reiterate.
Sorry. I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out. I remember when the schedules dropped, there were like two teams that didn't play each other. I'm trying to figure out what it was.
I'm telling you.
You go ahead and do
Brian,
that.
I'm telling you. I was. That's what I was just looking at. I'm like, bro, I know for a fact I saw somebody's schedule when I was like, wait, they don't
And-
play.
Just ask
such and such team?
ChatGPT.
But we're sure that wasn't
Look at the UFL
the original
schedule.
schedule.
They changed the schedule.
It might have been before
Yeah.
they revised it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
It
know they
was-
revised it. Man. It might have been DC.
No, not
then,
that they
because
revised it. I think they made a mistake. Like I think whoever had made the schedule did it incorrectly, so it wasn't matching up. That's why people were like, "Why isn't somebody playing
Right.
somebody in a second version, a corrected version?"
Okay.
came
I
out.
did not know that. So
Yeah, it
the
was.
original. So I probably still have that original photo because I think I downloaded the schedule when it originally came out. So I probably still have that photo of them because
Yeah, you went off with
if
the
I remember
old.
correctly, I was like, "Wait, DC don't play." I could have swore I was like, "DC don't play Columbus," and maybe they changed that because I was like, "Wait, they don't play Columbus." I could have swore, but then I guess they changed it. So yeah,
No, that's what it was. It wasn't that it was changed. It's just
Okay.
they had an error on it. They did the
Okay.
schedule wrong. It's not that they made changes. It's just that they did an error. That was it. They put the correct one out after. But yeah, well, this weekend should be interesting. We shall see. We shall fight in the first two games. And
Yeah.
the
So
next two
the
games, we
games
will be
kick off.
friends.
We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So one game a night.
This
So we
Thursday?
have Thursday.
This Thursday. We have a Thursday game.
Yep. So be ready for that.
Okay, the wrong schedule.
But all right. Tim's so
Falling
smart.
in a DJ's trap, Tim. That's exactly
Oh
what I
my
want you to think.
God.
That's
Yep.
not me, I promise.
Look right now.
Kevin Durant over here.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you again next Monday.
That's
Watching
right.
football and Texas Talking Football tomorrow. What do you got, guys, going on tomorrow?
We're making history tomorrow. We have our
Really?
first 2 for Tuesday in the history of Texans Talking Football. We're interviewing Chris Evans and gosh dang it, I had it all queued up. We're interviewing another player. I cannot remember for the life of me, and so I apologize. But I will be posting all that information here shortly, so you'll be updated then. But yeah, we have 2 back-to-back interviews, which we've never done before, and so it should be.
I mean, we
good.
kind of did it, Smoky Mo's, with the back-to-back.
That's
That's
different.
different.
Yeah,
That's different.
That's
those
in-person.
are just short form. These are on for the duration.
Yeah, these are full-on interviews. Obviously, Mr. Evans is a local boy, so
Is he a boy or man?
Oh boy.
he's a man.
Okay.
He's a man. Not boy like that. We ain't doing that. Okay. But no,
I mean, everybody
he's definitely-
that's younger than us is a kid, so you know.
that's
Yeah,
true. You get to be our age, you get away with it.
Yeah.
Everybody's a
Hey,
kid.
when you start going
That's
like
old head
this,
talk.
and your neck is just looking to the left, you're old.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
old head
DJ, keep talking that smack. You'll be there
talk. No,
soon.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Karma sucks, bro. Anywho, yes. So catch our Texas Talking Football tomorrow. Our friends at Alternative Football Panel, right after the guys at 9:00. So y'all make sure to check them out also. But thanks, guys. We'll see you next Monday with a whole new set of BS for you.
That's right. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Go Defenders, shields up.